Hey friends, Kevin here, and for those of us in vans and trucks and cars, you know what would be great? It would be great if we could be in a campground every single night, either in our van if that's what we wanted to do, in a tent like this, but we don't always have that luxury. In fact, the way that I end up traveling on long trips, I don't have that luxury most of the time. Now, I've seen a lot of videos of people putting out their list of all the dozens and dozens of places that we can all easily sleep at overnight. It doesn't work out that way. And sometimes the illusion put out to someone who hasn't gotten into doing this yet is you're just easily going to be able to pull into these places and sleep in your vehicle overnight and you're not going to have any issues, and that's just not the case. So I'm going to give you my list, the places that have worked for me over and over and over and over again. And also, I'm going to give you a list of places that other people recommend so highly that I don't want to deal with at all. And I'm going to give you the reasons why for each one of these so you can decide for yourself. Places I like to sleep overnight on a regular basis. Number one is casinos. And it's really great when you can go through cities and you can find these casinos right next to the interstate. Because a lot of times there are a lot of places you can get by with in rural areas that you can't get by with in those cities, in those more populated areas. But your casinos, at least your larger casinos, usually have places for RVs to be able to park, which is great if you're in something like a Class B van. But even if you're in a minivan or another vehicle, it is easy to just pull in there, blend in with the crowd. Generally, no one is going to bother you if you are there for one night. Too many people coming and going. And if I can save that money that it would cost me to drive out of my way and spend money in a campground for that night, that will easily go in, pay for a meal in the casino if you want to do the buffet or something like that. So it ends up being a win-win. The casino makes some money and I get some free parking. Another great choice are things that are open 24 hours, certain restaurant chains, and those fitness places that a lot of us use anyway for showers when we're on the road, if you have a subscription to one of those. But even if you don't, I found that those are great places because they're generally in a larger strip mall. People are coming and going all night, and security, the local police, whatever, really aren't going to pay a lot of attention to you if you are there. You may agree or disagree with some of these. Let me know down below. Another one that's been good for me doing this in several different countries has been supermarkets. Even though the supermarkets aren't necessarily open 24 hours, they're generally in a plaza. They have employees coming and going at different times. They have employees coming in really early in the morning to begin stocking. So no one is really paying attention to the couple of oddball vehicles sitting around in a parking lot. Another recommendation that everyone throws out there are churches. Churches can work, and I think that's better in a more populated area that you may happen to be stuck in and need to find a place that you can go safely quick. Churches generally do not work in more rural areas because a lot of times what you're going to have is the church parsonage, the preacher, whatever, generally lives pretty close to the church, often next door to the church. So if you pull into that lot and you're there more than a couple of minutes, more than likely someone is going to come over to investigate. Now, that may or may not be a bad thing depending on your personality, and if they wander over and you can talk to them and tell them exactly what you're doing, they're probably going to let you stay overnight with no issues. But a lot of people aren't going to want to have those conversations to begin with. So that may be the deciding factor for you in more rural areas of whether a church is actually going to work. Now, there are times that I misjudge the time. Winter time when it gets dark earlier, maybe I'm out doing something, maybe the place I had planned to spend the night fell through for whatever reason. I have had plans of going to a campground and I get out into an area and it is closed and I don't realize it. So then I have to have a quick plan B. And a good quick plan B sometimes will be a courthouse or the parking lot of a police station. I have done this several times with no issues. I have found myself in a town where some large event was going on that weekend that I didn't realize, and I couldn't get out, and even if I could get out, everything was going to be full already, and I have just crashed at one of those two places in my van with no issues. And then of course there are 24-hour gas stations and truck stops. Just get out of the way of the tractor trailers. Those guys are working, they come first. Make sure you are out of their way. And as long as you can deal with a little bit of noise, you have a couple of fans or something to drown out the noise that's going on around you, you aren't going to have any issues. You do not want to be parked over anywhere near them. One, because you may be in their way as they are trying to come and go. And again, these guys are trying to make a living, so we don't want to interfere with that. And second of all, these guys are going to be running these engines all night, and there are going to be fumes and gases and smoke coming off of this stuff that you do not want your van anywhere near that, because those things will come right into your van. Or you will get up the next morning and your van, your RV, is going to be covered with a nice layer of black, essentially oil. And you are going to have to spend a lot of time and a lot of effort cleaning your van back up. So do not get near those tractor trailers when you are parking in those places. Another one of my short notice places is going to be automotive repair shops, and especially my favorite, tire shops. Go in there after hours, get over the edge of the lot or right kind of across from the building. Anyone that comes by anyone in that town, even if they catch on to the fact that you are maybe there all night, they're going to assume it's because you're having an issue and that the next morning you're going to need repair service on your vehicle, or you're going to need to buy a tire, and in general you are going to be just left alone if you are at those places. And that's one of my favorite short notice, oh gosh, I'm in trouble, it's late at night, I need to find a place to go. Those are the things I am pretty much going to search out first. Now, some places everybody raves about that I don't like. But first, I need to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which are Okmo batteries. These are the batteries that I have been using for over a year now in my particular minivan setup. They power everything that I am doing, from heaters in the wintertime to air conditioners in the summertime. If you're looking to move away from power stations and build your own system, or you have an RV that you need to replace and upgrade to get all the extra advantages, certainly check out these Okmo batteries, and they are linked down below. Hotel parking lots, hospital parking lots, it can be done in a pinch, but I don't think those are your best options. Every hospital is going to have security. If they catch on to what you're doing, you are, not maybe, you are going to be asked to leave, and now you have a problem way up in the middle of the night of going and finding another place. So I'd rather just avoid that situation altogether. Hotels, depending on the way they're set up, how busy they are, if there are 2 or 3 jacked together kind of sharing the same parking lot, it's possible. And again, this is kind of going to depend on what you drive and how stealthy you can look. If you can get by with the stealth thing in a pretty plain, nice looking vehicle, then it's not going to be an issue. But if you have an old ratty vehicle with stuff hanging off of it, and you have solar panels jacked up in the air and bicycles hanging off the back of it, it's going to be pretty obvious what you're doing, and you are probably going to be asked to leave. And that's why these recommendations coming from a lot of these travel gurus don't really work out. I don't want these problems to begin with. Another place the gurus rave about are apartment complexes. I don't know that I can have enough time to even talk about all the reasons that I don't like apartment complexes. First of all, most of the people that live there are going to have some kind of sticker on their vehicle. If it's a nice apartment complex, you are going to be noticed by the other residents, and someone there is going to call the police on you. If it's a rundown apartment complex, they're not going to call the police on you, but this is probably not a safe place that you want to be for the night anyway, because a lot of bad things go on in apartment complexes, especially in cities. So that would be just about last on my list of anywhere that I want to try to go and make it through the night without having issues. So if you're experienced, hopefully this has given you some more ideals, and if you're new to this, hopefully this has opened up the reality of what you are going to be facing when you go on the road trying to sleep in your vehicle night after night after night. I've been doing these trips for about 9 years now. It's a never-ending process as far as learning. We all learn from each other. Put any thoughts or suggestions down in the comments, and we'll talk soon.